Tier list, folks. That's right, it's a tier list. Here we go. Let me get this set up properly. Just a second. Let's get this tier list ready to go. All right, it's the Disney tier list. How confident are you that you've seen a good amount of these at least?
Ooh, I feel like I have probably seen 65% of these.
65% is what
is
your
a great
guess?
number.
I feel like I'm gonna do worse. Snow White. What do you think?
I'm gonna rate like how I feel about the movie, but you know, some of these things would have been higher rated because they were like amazing at the time.
I'm gonna try and rank both considering how I feel, but also with cultural significance in mind. But my overall like vibe towards it will still come into play. Like if it was culturally significant, like I'm gonna consider that, but also like, you know, how much do I still want to watch it, you know?
I'm gonna throw Snow White. I'm gonna throw it in the meh column.
You think Snow White's pretty meh?
Or that's good or meh? No, that's kind of where I lay it. What do you think?
I feel like it's good.
It's not bad. Yeah, maybe meh's too harsh.
I feel like meh,
you know, not to change my answer, but we do have to agree, you know,
yeah,
in its placement.
I feel like good is okay, right? Like
I think good is fair. I mean, the animations, like you said, mentioning like culturally, like it was amazing to have like a feature length animation, and
yeah, like Snow White, I think if I'm correct on this, was the first animated movie, or at least was utilizing a technique that was being pioneered at the time, where the backgrounds were on multiple different layers, and then they would like move the layers independently based on where the camera was going to be, so that you would get that parallax background effect.
I think you're right. It's funny. Mad Lad points something out that's true. He says the first feature-length animated film is just good. Well, it's amazing. It's amazing that it was accomplished. But if we're talking about how I feel about going and sitting down and watching it right now, I think that's why it falls in good for me, because it's not my most entertaining option on the list.
It's groundbreaking. It's amazing when it's the only fucking movie to watch at the time, you know? Like 5 movies come out a year and Snow White is one of them, and it's like, wow, you know?
And they drew it.
Pinocchio?
Pinocchio.
Also good in my opinion, but a little bit gooder than Snow White.
I think it's a little gooder. I would like to put goodest on the left.
Okay, you want to do that? Can I argue
different than how we were doing in the past?
I know. Can I argue my case one last time, real quick?
Totally.
Okay, so let's say we have 3 movies. I'm gonna put these back in the thing, I promise. But okay, say we have a movie here. Okay, now if we had like the top of a pyramid, right? Like which we would consider maybe like the top of the thing. We would take it and we would place it, and then the structure would remain the same. However, if we were to take something from the bottom of the pyramid, everything would have to shift with it, which is what happens in this thing, which is why I consider the best to be at the right of it, because it's at the top of this sort of pyramid that we're constructing here.
I see what you're saying. I don't know how to come to a conclusion on this, because I still feel my way and you feel your way.
If you want to do your way, the rest of the chat seems to agree with you, so for the sake of it seems like I'm the odd man out on this, I will go with your way.
Well, you know, that's very big of you. Admitting when you're horribly wrong. Zenith says Pinocchio's a great for me. It is definitely like, it's going to be near, I mean, it's definitely way better than Snow White in my, it's actually like very interesting and there's a lot going on.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep it thinking the good.
I think it's good. It's like, parts of it seem like it goes on some tangents that you could ultimately like cut from the movie.
A lot of the Disney movies that pulled these like old folk tales cut a lot of the weird freaky stuff, and Pinocchio left a lot of that in.
True. I will, that, you know what, that is points for that, I will say. I mean, I'm glad I'm gonna keep it in good still, but I do feel like that the wacky stuff is fun. My dude turns into a donkey and they smoke cigars in a weird drug trip feeling ass like sequence of events.
It is kind of a drug trip of a movie. I remember being a kid and just being like, what is this? It feels like it's made for me, but it also just feels like it's like I shouldn't be seeing it, kind of.
Okay, Bambi.
It's gooder.
It's not as good as Pinocchio. Maybe it's more good than Snow White. More iconic. That, you know.
I think it's between
It's got that up effect.
Snow White and Pinocchio. Yeah, it's sad. It's
sad in
pretty.
the
It's very
first 10
pretty.
minutes.
It's the thing I remember the most. Is just like very, very beautiful
Yeah.
to look at. Yeah, a lot of these older Disney movies, like the beginning few, are kind of like they're not my favorite to watch. Not because they're bad, but just because they feel a little dated.
I've never been like a Disney dude overall. Like Disney's great.
Ian he's lying. He's a Disney adult.
Yeah.
He puts on his little ears as soon as he gets off
And
the screen.
I'll make
Wears
a
them around the
man
house.
out of you. I love to sing.
I mean,
those
well, that's
songs.
actually a great song
That
now.
song's a
So
banger.
like,
that's why I know the words to it.
that, if you're gonna
It's a
be singing
banger.
one, that's one to sing. What's next?
Fantasia.
I'm gonna put that in great.
Put it in great. It's
I
fun.
don't know.
It's a good time.
I mean, it's just visuals and music, right? But like,
It's fun
the
to see.
visuals are pretty dope.
It's fun to see a movie that's just fucking music videos. You know.
Yeah, it's animated music videos. It's kind of badass. I don't know. I like it. Does it deserve great, or is it the goodest?
I mean, it's pretty. I mean, look, all these are like insanely animated. Like that's something to also consider.
Yeah, like it's gone downhill from that point. Everything got less animated as time went on.
Yeah. So if you're going for animated music videos and the animation's phenomenal, like it's kind of great.
I actually watched it recently, and I was like, "Whoa, it's cool."
Yeah.
So I'm gonna stick with my answer.
All right. Dumbo.
Good.
I'm also in the good category. I've kind of played.
Okay.
You see where I've placed it. That's I don't know. You can consider.
So
it.
I think I might. No, I think I agree. I don't know. I don't remember the.
I don't remember Dumbo super duper well. It's been a long while since I've seen Dumbo.
I could tell you the majority of the story beats, but I don't. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel about these. They all feel like a dream. Okay, so they did leave out the next movie, which is Song of the South.
Oh,
Good omission.
good omission. Good omission. Glad I didn't have
keep
to
that in
wait
there.
that one.
Zippity doo don't.
Cinderella. I feel like Cinderella's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess it's like a.
Great.
It's pretty good.
Is it good? Is it great?
I would put it in the good column. I kind of feel about it similar to those. You think it
I don't
deserves to be at
feel
the top of good?
I don't feel strongly enough about Cinderella to punch it up into the great column, to be honest. Like
I think I'd throw it under.
I think of the goods,
I like
it's probably
Pinocchio
the-
better than.
You like Pinocchio better than Cinderella? Okay. I feel like it's a more functional movie. I feel like the animation
It
in
is a
still
functional
really
movie.
solid.
The story makes sense. You know,
Hits the right beats.
the music's decent. Hits the beats.
It's kind of
Yeah, I mean, okay. I'm okay with it being at the top of good.
Okay.
You've convinced me.
Okay. Torn between good and great for Cinderella.
Bippity
It's an
boppity boo.
iconic fairy tale, says Gianna. Yeah, I feel you on that. I feel like it could belong in great, but I don't feel strongly enough to like argue for that. You know, like I feel like if you had
And your
said,
opinion's valid
no.
too.
no, it's like if you had said like it belongs in great, I would be like sure, yeah. But you saying
Okay.
it's in good, I'm also like sure, yeah. But like I'll at least agree it should be at the top of good.
It's just kind of it's giving me this. It's invoking the same feeling I have about some of the others in the column with it.
Zach says in before 80% of the list falls in good. Alice in Wonderland, I think, goes in the peak column. In my opinion, I think Alice in Wonderland is peak.
Alice in Wonderland is peak. It's definitely like a trip and like
Yeah,
in the right ways. I agree.
yeah,
It's a
not
good one. I agree with you.
It's not even a debate for me. It's peak in my opinion. I'm not like. There's a lot of people I know who like love Alice in Wonderland, and it's kind of like, okay, dude, chill out. But like, I do love Alice in Wonderland. Like that shit's fucking awesome. Like,
Yeah.
it's pretty.
No,
sick.
I think it's great.
I would
I'm
love to
not-
do a D&D campaign in Alice in Wonderland, like as like a setting.
Oh, yeah,
sort of
that'd be
place.
cool.
That'd be sick.
No arguments here.
Gianna says yes. Ian, green flag. glad.
There you go.
Peter
done.
Pan. Peter Pan. I feel like it hovers between good and great for me as well.
I agree.
I feel like it's got legacy to it. I mean, they all have legacy, but they also build
Yeah.
off of a legacy. Like Peter Pan had a pre-existing legacy.
I'm either a top of good or it's got more style than Cinderella.
It does.
Um,
It's fun. It's a different setting than the rest of these so far. The more I think about it, the more I hover towards great.
throw it in great.
All right. I'll throw it in great. Lady and the Tramp. I'll throw it in great, honestly, as well. It's a cute movie.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. I
Probably
agree.
great. Sleeping Beauty.
Meh.
I don't even remember this one that much. I feel like I can't even comment. You want to say meh?
I mean, it's a meh for me, but I don't know how you or the chat feels.
Let me see. People say they give Peter Pan a great. People say Zach says Peter Pan was the villain in that story in his opinion. That's a fun theory. Sleeping Beauty is better than Snow White, Zach says.
You know, I don't remember it very well, so maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should
we
not
just
be.
say haven't seen? Because I feel like I just can't comment on this.
Let's put it in haven't seen. You know,
Alright.
and the more I think about it, I'm fraudulent in having strong opinions about it.
Okay. 101 Dalmatians is peak, in my opinion.
I agree. Yep, I agree.
I could watch that movie all the time. This might be one of my favorite Disney movies.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't disagree, but that's interesting. I didn't know that about you.
Yeah, no, I love this movie. It's I don't know, it's vibes. It's like I feel like the vibes in the movie feel like a very peculiar way that kind of maybe it's like a nostalgia thing because I kind of have nostalgia for this movie, but it's also like the backgrounds are beautiful. I love the art. I love the animation. It's super fun. It's a fun story. I don't know. I love this movie. Sword in the Stone.
I really like Sword in the Stone.
I love this movie. I think it might also be peak.
I can agree with that. Got a ton of style. I love the whole like sequence of them turning into different creatures and stuff. That's super fun.
Yeah. Merlin's just a fun, really, really fun character in the movie.
I love Jungle Book.
Also peak for me.
I would agree. And the music is great.
It's full of bangers. The Aristocats. I can't comment. I don't think I've actually seen the Aristocats.
I haven't seen the whole thing. I've seen like a lot of the music sequences and stuff, but I haven't actually. I don't think I've actually seen the whole movie as a whole.
Yeah, I'm gonna say haven't seen if that's okay with you.
Is that the one where the whole family like?
Yes, that's right.
The Aristocats.
Yeah, and then they get hired by the talent agency. Robin Hood is a peak for me.
Yeah, I love Robin Hood.
I love this movie. Winnie the Pooh is peak, in my opinion. I thought it was just like the characters doing shit.
Yeah, I mean that's usually what it is.
It's
but I mean,
hard to, like,
I do
assign a plot
love
to
the
it.
world of Winnie the Pooh.
The Rescuers from the Rescuers from Down Under, or I think this is just actually the Rescuers.
Wait, Rescuers, just the Rescuers.
Yeah, that's
Rescuers
the next
was
one, right?
first, and Rescuers Down Under is actually better in my opinion than Rescuers.
I haven't seen this, so I can't comment.
No, I have seen the Rescuers. I'm gonna say Rescuers is great. Yeah, it's great. I'm looking at what else we've placed, and it's in the great column.
Where do you think of
The Rescuers Down Under I like better.
Would that be peak or would that be higher in the great column?
I think higher in the great.
All right, Fox and the Hound.
God, sad. Have you seen that one?
I saw it a long time ago as a kid, and I think I remember how it ends, and I don't like.
But I do think it's a pretty solid film.
Yeah, let's say it's high in the good, like top of good maybe.
Yeah.
Little Mermaid probably peak, right? Beauty and the Beast is good.
I think Beauty and the Beast is great.
Okay.
You know, I'm not as like drawn to a lot of the like princess stories, but I do think that one's like got a lot of style and the story's pretty interesting and the characters are cool.
Okay.
I would give that a high grade.
Oh no. Gianna says Beauty and the Beast is my favorite, and I'm like, I think it's good. I'm sorry.
It's all right. It's all right.
It's been a very long
time. You guys
time.
will work through these differences.
It's been a while since I've seen it, to be fair. So I can't say I have like I don't have like strong opinions on a lot of these because a lot of these I've seen so long ago. Aladdin is next on the list.
Peak. I would put that personally. I would put that at the very highest out of what we have in there so far.
Okay. This is.
Do you agree? Do you disagree?
This is currently my personal peak list right here, but I'm happy to put it higher for the sake of consensus. Lion King peak.
Oh man, those came out back to back. That's pretty wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, peak. I would probably put it. Where would you put Lion King?
Where I have it.
Okay.
I really like 101 Dalmatians.
That's fair. I think my two favorites like up to this point are Aladdin and Lion King.
Okay.
I'm not even sure which I would pick, but I'm okay with where you have that. I think that's a good That's a fair compromise.
Okay.
Pocahontas.
So like,
I think
as a movie it's good, but like what it's making a movie about is super fucked up. Like what happened to Pocahontas is like super fucked. So I feel really icky about the movie.
They're basically doing what, like Dances with Wolves kind of, but
basically
the kids version. Isn't that right? I remember some of the music really well, but I don't remember the movie that well. It was not one I watched a lot. So I know it's a very popular one, but I don't know it that well. So I don't feel like I can really give too much opinion on that.
Yeah, Zach's like, it should have its own category called problematic. I don't disagree.
Yeah, what's the angle they give for it?
Well, there's like
I know what happened in real life.
It's a romantic story between Pocahontas and John Smith, I think.
And the white man.
Yeah, and like, you know, they make it seem like it's like a beautiful, like Romeo and Juliet-esque thing. But, well, we all know at least probably how it turned out. You know, maybe you don't know the specifics, but you could probably make some good guesses.
Right. I know some details.
So,
I don't know where to put that one.
Yeah.
I don't know where to put that hot potato.
That one's a hot potato right there. I'm just gonna put it in, one called Not Sure About This One, Dude.
That one didn't age so well.
Yeah. Hercules,
I think is pretty, I don't know, maybe great. Do you think, or do you not like it that much?
I haven't seen Hercules since it came out in theaters. I remember Hades as a villain the most. I remember just like being in the theater laughing and giggling at Hades' shenanigans. Next up is Mulan. Mulan is peak.
Oh yeah. We're starting to enter the territory of Disney movie that didn't really exist prior, maybe a little with Hercules, but the badass territory. There weren't many badass Disney movies, you know?
Yeah, Mulan was pretty badass. Tarzan,
I think, almost gets into the peak column just for the soundtrack.
Phil Collins? You love that Phil Collins soundtrack?
Yeah, I like some Phil Collins. But the movie itself, how do I feel about it?
I also have not seen this since it came out in theaters, so I can't comment too strongly. I remember the sliding around in the trees felt like really what they liked a lot about the movie, and then the rest of it kind of felt like...
Yeah. I think it
was okay.
Should sit next to Hercules.
Okay. Fantasia 2000. I think I've seen Fantasia.
I'll put it by the other Fantasia.
Okay.
It's cool for the same reasons. I mean, the original one's more impressive, but it's still pretty cool. Visuals are fun. The music's good. I'd put it. Give Fantasia, the original one, like the front running place just for originality. But I think it's kind of the same juice.
Emperor's New Groove, top of peak. Very top.
Is that your favorite of everything?
That's my favorite Disney movie. Emperor's New Groove.
Oh wow, I would put it in peak, definitely. I just don't know if I'd put it at the tippy top, but I'm okay with that.
It's iconic. Yzma, a fucking hilarious villain played by Eartha Kitt. Are you kidding me? With Kronk, played by Patrick Warburton.
Got David Spade. You got John Goodman
doing a great power duo of comedic characters. It's goofy.
It's a great movie.
Fun. It doesn't get.
It would be in my top 5.
It has
one
great song in the beginning. So many good jokes. It's the funniest Disney movie for sure.
If I'm okay with you putting it at number 1, if I were to place it, I think it would go 3.
Okay.
Is it like in comparison to everything else that we have placed so far?
Okay, I'll put it there.
No, you don't have to move it for me. I was just saying if
let's compromise. Let's put it in the middle right here. Because this is not a dictatorship. I am not the end all be all. Just
I understand that, but
mouse.
that's for that same reason. I don't think it should be number 1 or number 3 just because I said it or whatever, you know.
Right. So we'll put it in number 2. I feel like that's the happy medium right there. Atlantis.
Sold. I like Atlantis a lot. I think it's pretty great.
Okay.
Put it in front of Tarzan.
Okay. Lilo and Stitch. Haven't seen.
You haven't seen Lilo and Stitch?
I haven't seen Lilo and Stitch. I feel like it's a lot of people think it's peak. I'd have to assume.
Yeah, I think that's fair. You're in luck, Ian, because they're making the live action version, so you should just wait for that anyways.
Oh, I can't wait.
It'll be better.
That's good because animation isn't a real medium.
Yeah, ew. But just wait. You'll actually be able. It'll be great. You know, it'll be better. So just watch that one. Skip the original. It's not worth your time. Just watch the live action one. That's actually true about everything in this list. Just watch the live action versions.
Just watch the live action
Skip all
version.
these.
Bolt, I saw half of it on an airplane and I turned it off.
I haven't seen it.
Okay. Princess and the Frog is peak.
I agree. I loved Princess and the Frog.
Yeah. Tangled, I haven't seen it.
Tangled's peak.
Tangled's peak?
I think so. I love Tangled.
Wreck-It Ralph. I'm gonna get controversial here. I think Wreck-It Ralph is good, but at the really the bottom of it.
I agree. It's like,
but also I liked it better than all these goods so far.
True. Yeah, I guess that's fair.
But it's not like a high good still. Like it's still a low good, but it's just a better good than these movies.
Fair enough.
Frozen,
fair enough.
Haven't seen it.
Mad Lad's mad. Lad. Frozen is...
I'm sorry, Mad Lad. I'm sorry. I wasn't super enthused by Wreck-It Ralph. I thought it was fine.
Frozen for me is it's either bottom of good or a meh.
Okay.
Might be a meh.
Let's put it in meh just to really
It's a meh for me.
Really
it's a meh
put
for
that
me.
cigarette in people's eyes, you know?
It's a meh for me. It is.
Big Hero 6, I haven't seen it.
Pete, I love Big Hero 6.
Oh, okay. Where would you put Big Hero 6? Hashtag mad lad.
I put it above Lilo and Stitch.
I'm gonna say Zootopia is peak.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Zootopia. It's okay. So we're really split on that one because it kind of feels meh to me.
Really?
Maybe we're reaching the point where I am jaded and old.
Okay.
And I'm starting to not care anymore. It's okay. It deserves better than meh.
I can downgrade Zootopia to great at least, or at the bottom of great down to good. But I really like Zootopia.
I've been dropping some bombs in the middle of the list. I'm gonna let you pick its home.
Mad Lad says above Lilo and Stitch for Big Hero 6. What?
I know. I really liked Big Hero 6.
Zootopia. Let's put it in great.
D-Newt says it's problematic because of the furries.
I'll put it above the Fantasia.
Where are you feeling? Where's your gut? Yeah, I think it should be above Fantasia. Maybe. I don't know. Yes.
Above Hercules.
I'm gonna let you decide its home.
It's peak for me. I don't know, man. Like Zootopia's pretty dang good.
You can put it in peak.
I'll put it at the bottom of peak if you think it's meh, and that way we're not like I get to kind of say it's peak, but we don't give it a hard peak.
Okay.
How about that?
Let's do that. Let's do that.
Anyways, Moana is an S tier for me, is peak for me.
Moana's an S tier.
Yeah, Moana's peak.
Where would we put it?
I don't know. It's pretty hard to get up past these peaks right here, but Moana is like really one of my favorite Disney movies.
I'm okay with that. I'm comfortable with that.
Okay. Now we've really heavy loaded this peak column. I'm just gonna say, if people have a problem with ratios, we have such a problem with this. Wreck-It Ralph 2.
I'm feeling like second guessy. You know, there's a lot of pressure here.
These tier lists are tough, man. They're not. It's not easy to rank objectively like art. Like it's based on like it fluctuates like how you feel about things. So
it's hard, especially because it's like this weird like space of like these things that maybe were important to me at one time, but I don't remember them that well. It's weird.
Yeah.
What is this? Wreck-It Ralph 2? I didn't see that.
I haven't seen it. Everyone's saying it's garbage. Frozen 2, haven't seen it.
I think that's the best one of all of these. No, I'm just kidding. I haven't seen it either.
Encanto. I thought Encanto was great. I would rank it at the top of great.
Oh.
It's pretty dang good. I mean, I could go lower on great.
I think it should at least be behind Beauty and the Beast.
I'm okay with that.
And probably behind Hercules, in my opinion.
Okay. Encanto is meh, says Xenus. Xenus didn't feel super intensely about Encanto. I thought Encanto had some really cool visual sequences and some catchy songs, although it felt like they were starting to overutilize Lin-Manuel Miranda a little bit. But I did like the story just a tad. You know, I'll actually rate it and rank it a bit lower because the story is about like this character trying to learn a lesson, and then the end of the story, the lesson's like completely undone anyways. Okay, this is our finalized tier list.
There you go. Tier lists are hard to do. I struggled with this one the most, I think, of all of them.
Yeah, this one.
I think maybe because I know like the weight it carries is so beloved.
Yeah. This one feels the least like I have. Like if someone were to say this tier list is wrong, I would say you're right because I don't have.
I also would.
I don't have strong.
The more I look at it,
opinions
I feel
about
like I need to shuffle things around, but I'm not going to get in the weeds with that right now. But we did our best. This does span a longer time than any of the other lists too. So there's, like I was saying earlier, there's a weird part of like some of these things were like important to me at one time, and yet I barely remember them now because, you know, I might have watched the VHS 100 times when I was 6, but it doesn't live in my memories that well.
Yeah.